In this video, I am going to talk about hyperlinks or simply links. You can find links in all web pages, just like this. They appear blue in color and underlined. And when you place your mouse pointer over a link, the pointer changes to a little hand shape. Now what these links do? When you click on a link, it will take you to another web page. So you can create your own link in your web page. How can you do that? Let's see the code. So here is the syntax of how you can add a hyperlink in your web page. Hyperlink is created using this A or anchor element. href is the most important attribute of the anchor element. It defines the URL of the link's destination, and this link text is the visible part on the web page which the user will click and jump to the specific address specified in this href attribute. Now take an example. Suppose you want to open Google from your web page. All you have to do is type the Google address here. So typing the Google address https://www.google.com and type a preferred text in the link text position. So you can type open Google or anything you want. So when you open the web page, you can see a hyperlink is already created, and when you click on this page, it will take you to the Google's home page. So in this way, you can easily create hyperlink in your web page. Now, the URL you provide can be of two types. Like this, whenever you given the full address to the web page, it is called absolute URL. Now, if you want to link to a web page which is located in the same folder as the current page, what can you do then? Suppose this web page which is located in a folder called lesson files, and there is another web page which is called assignment.html. It is located in the same folder. So to jump from this basic HTML to assignment.html, you will have to just type the page name in the href attribute. So let's see the example. So I am going to create another hyperlink. And here you just type the web page name, because they are in the same folder, and I am just typing the link text as open page. So whenever we are going to run this file, we can see the open page link, and when you click on the open page, the page opens. So when the two web pages are in the same folder, you can just type the page name and it will jump to the desired location. Another example can be, suppose if there is a folder called HTML which also holds some HTML files, and I am going to jump from this file to one of the files located inside the HTML folder. Suppose I am going to jump to this video.html file. So in this time, I can't just write this file name. I have to provide a relative path. Let's see how. So href, inside this I am going to type HTML slash, suppose I am going to this video.html file. So I am providing the relative path because it is in the HTML folder. So I am typing the folder name and then the file name video.html. Now the link text, say open video. So I'm going to save it and run it once again. I have to put it in here. So now the open video link is here. So when you click on the open video, it will open the video.html page. So these are the two examples of relative URL. So whenever the current file, the current web page or the desired web page are in the same folder, you can just type the file name. But when the file is located in some other folder, you have to provide the folder name. Then by using a slash, you can type the file name. So these are two examples of relative address, and this is the example of absolute address. Now in HTML, you can also create a link that opens your email to let you send a new email to someone. So let's demonstrate that part. See, this is the link text. For this, you have to use mail to inside the href. So you have to type mail to and then colon, and then you have to provide the email address to whom you want to send the email. Suppose I am typing a demo email address here. So abc@gmail.com. So I am once again going to run the page. So this send email, this link appears. So whenever you click on this link, it will take you to your email, and from there you can send email to the address specified in this mail to value as the mail to value. So in practical, you type here the desired email address and you can type email just from your web page. Okay. So far, whenever you clicked on the linked page opened in the current browser window. You can apply the previous examples once again. So when you gonna type this open video, it opens on the same web page. So you can also change this thing. You can change whether your web page will open on the same window or some new window. For this, there is another attribute of anchor element that is called target. So I am demonstrating that now. So first I am going to create open in new tab. This will be the link text. Now for href, I am using, say, this one once again. This page I want to open, and now the extra attribute, that is target. So if you write as the value underscore blank, So this underscore blank, this attribute open your specified web page in a new tab, not on the same browser window. It will open it in the new tab. So let's run the web page once again. So this open in new tab, whenever you click on this open in new tab, your web page will open to totally a new tab. So these are some important attributes of anchor element. There are also some more attributes to this anchor element. We will talk about those elements, those attributes in the next video. That's all for this video.